Hey everyone, SpeeDMan here, and welcome back to part 12 of our Let's Learn Civilization 6 Gran Colombia run. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to ask you to please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content. Okay, so we are most likely going to build a spy here in this position. Just keep upping up more spies. Here, probably a good idea to get a little bit more culture output. And then we consider building a nice little granary afterwards. Ah, here we are, the atomic era.
The Commonwealth of
And
Venice in
we
their
built
armory.
the Venetian
I have
arsenal.
always
Perfect.
considered
So
that.
that way, if we need to continue building our navy, we have the option to do that. For us, we're going to get started on the seaport here. There's a ton of gold output potential because it gives +2 gold for all coastal tiles in the city. In a moment, I'll show you kind of what the setup is. It's really quite remarkable. So we have 7 work tiles currently that are coastal tiles. That'll give us another +14, so about 34 gold per turn worth. That's pretty darn good. And in this city, may consider getting a builder or two down. Okay, some more air score to work with. And as you can see, we are definitely making progress here. Very, very sufficient headway into this kind of western front. We'll bring this guy up. Now, in this position, I've got some options to work with. I want to see if I can get that unit to kind of cause the anti-tank crew to get kited out so we can kill that unit off. That'll reduce the combat strength a little bit more. Even though that city's pretty much gone at this point. That city for sure, like we're going to get that with no major issues. Now, we are going to run into loyalty issues later on. One of the things that we'll have to do is just kind of put down some governors and kind of be careful about what we're doing. But we got our spy moving, and let's get ready. So we'll pillage here, get a little bit more gold, and could use this unit, just do a little bit more damage. Just make things a little easier. Okay, so with some of these units, we're in a good position. We'll do some pillaging, and then we also uh, really have the potential to kind of take the city pretty easily. That's the thing that's really nice about rocket artillery. The damage you can do is incredible, especially when you have like multiple, like I have 3 rocket artillery armies. A little bit more arrow score. Let's keep that going. Making good pace there. Use that. And then we'll set them up. That way we can use the Llanero army and take the city. Perfect. And just make sure we put some loyalty cards on, just that way, as you can see, in the diplomatic and military policy slots respectively, we also have 2 more loyalty plus another 2, so definitely helps. Okay, and we can go ahead and take this next city here. So that's 2 cities. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Making good headway here, and we're going to be potentially picking up some spaceports and really kind of like crippling Hungary's economy and space victory or science victory run. As we can see, making good positional headway here with our arrow score as well. Then we'll do some damage. We definitely need to take down that encampment, at least taking the shields down so that way it's weakened. That'll make it easier for us to not have to worry about, having an additional source of damage on us. And plus, our naval units will be a little bit safer with that, so it'll make things a little easier. I do eventually want to plan on upgrading our battleship into a missile cruiser, and we are getting close to that with lasers. Awesome. So there goes the shields there in the encampment. Every little bit of damage helps at this stage. We really do need it. And the faster we can get this done, and this war effort taken care of, the better. Our goal really is to take as many cities as possible in a short time. Okay, let's put a couple envoys here and there, and leave one available just in case. Yeah, let's get a Ferris wheel there. Okay, so we're definitely not going to disrupt rocketry, and the reason is when we take that city, we want to maintain that and keep that so we don't have to repair a spaceport. It takes a little extra time to repair the spaceport. We want to avoid that. We want to make it as efficient as possible. So we'll get that started for a tech boost, but there's a good chance we should be able to take the city before then, but we want to at least be working that, so if we don't, then we're in a position to get a tech boost out of it. And we will continue to get better with our usage here of different spies and then kind of making better, more effective use. It's just going to take time to keep learning through that process. So as we have here, we're going to get these rocket artillery ready and do some more damage with them. Just get them set up so that way we can apply more damage and then put more pressure. So good thing is that they do so much damage that having the Comandante General, they're both very helpful. That will definitely not last very long, so we'll make sure we kill that off. That way we don't need to worry about our naval issues here. Will not take very long at all for us to take that down, so better we get rid of it now. Our destroyer here will get hit a little bit. Not a big deal, I can bug them out after a single hit, and they should definitely be able to survive without a major issue. So we're okay there. And we'll just keep plunking away at it. More damage we can do now, the better. Okay, and we'll pick that up. We could probably go for a seaport as well. It definitely wouldn't hurt. In this city, I would say a harbor would make the most sense. Help us grow that city a lot faster. And then...
We have completely lost the loyalty of one of us.
Okay, so we did lose one of our cities. Not a problem. We will actually be getting those cities back fairly quickly, so it's not an issue at all. It's actually important that we did, so that way we can focus more on kind of forcing cities to change loyalty. And then what we can do is we'll also go ahead and do a little bit of damage to some of those infantry units. That way, we can also just be a little bit proactive with making sure they're not going to do a lot of damage to our units. The more we protect ourselves from that, the better, so why not be a little bit ahead of the ball there. And then here, we'll do a little bit more damage to the main walls there. And should be okay. Okay, cool. So that city did, succumb to loyalty pressure. Not a concern at all. Again, we will be getting those cities back fairly quickly, so it's not a problem. The only thing is that they are losing population, so we do have to be careful about that. So as you can see here, we're just going to be working through picking up lots of amenities. That way we keep our people happy. Okay, and then we do have the option to use the artillery here to do a little bit more damage to the land combat units. I almost would rather utilize those units specifically for just taking the walls down faster. We will get that third machine gun up there, and then we can combine them so that way we can make an army out of it. And that'll be a really solid unit. That'll be great for just anti-personnel use. So won't be having too many issues there. Should have very, very high combat strength. Okay. Most likely build another seaport there. Yeah, these seaports are just giving us a really nice amount of gold and also just helping overall, just keeping our economy flowing well. So gladly take that. We could put a granary down, it wouldn't hurt. Just keep the, in this case, just keep the food growth going. Here we're going to work on the walls a little bit more. Okay, we'll put that back on. Let's keep our loyalty a little bit more positive. Every little bit helps. For that position, I think it's going to be important for us to consider. Um, we can only have utility so far, but we still will be able to get access to the amenity, and that could keep us a little more positive. Here, let's go ahead and put a couple builders down, because we'll be working on the, and actually almost finishing up the Royal Society in a turn or so, and we could utilize builder charges to help kind of speed up that process for some of our district projects, particularly the space race projects. That'll be very, very helpful. And then let's go ahead and get these rocket artillery set up and just do some more damage. Taking some of these cities back quickly will help us with our loyalty pressure and just keep us positive. Every little bit helps. So, and plus we'll be able to take the walls down very, very quickly, so it's not a problem. Little by little, whittle it down. And then by the time all of these rocket artillery are done, we definitely should be able to take that city within like the turn. Let's move this unit down. As we can see, a lot of our cities in the north that we're taking actually shouldn't have too bad of an issue with loyalty. Those cities will convert fairly quickly, and then we should be able to gain loyalty to the positive. Don't worry about that being negative. That will not stay negative forever. And then here, martial law, realizing this is an amazing card that we can put on. This would help us a lot with kind of like whole build setup. Very much useful. Let's do some damage to this southern city here. We have a nice opportunity also to pick up, potential settler, and we can use that settler and bring them up north, to the northeast. Let's finish that up there, and then we could probably bring either our destroyer or a land unit over and momentarily take that city, and then we will have made a pretty big amount of progress, against Hungary here. I mean, taking 4 cities is no small feat, and then doing so in only so few turns is definitely even better. We can make it more optimal in little ways, small adjustments. Especially with the spies, positioning spies in cities that we're definitely not going to be able to take yet. That way we can secure those boosts and bonuses a little bit more, and that's something we can do a bit of a better job. Do a little bit more damage here. And now the destroyer should be able to take this city without any major problems. Got a little achievement there. Perfect. And another city. Another city is ours. Of course, in this case, the spy did get moved, but not the end of the world. It does show really bad loyalty pressure, but I don't think this is as bad as it actually seems. As long as we keep taking cities of Hungary, we should be able to get loyalty pressure positive for us. Plus, we're not getting loyalty issues from Coupe because of the cultural alliance. Okay, and take that promotion there. Well, everyone, I want to say this is a fantastic stopping point for this episode. I'd like to ask you to please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content. We'll keep the videos coming. All right, you'll have a good one. SpeeDMan out.